The way I just inhaled that sandwich.
What's up, y'all? It's Marissa Makes Back at It Make It, and hold up, today? Yeah, I put on my lemon pepper steppers for this. Because upon seeing that previously shown video, I had to wipe off my glasses and put my hair up for this. I was so ready. So I put on my Japanese R&B and I got to it. I watched her actual tutorial video a couple times and then read the recipe over. And then I just was like, okay, I'm gonna do my own thing. Grabbed all the supplies I could think of that I felt was associated with like a typical tuna salad, right? And so here are all the ingredients that I pulled out, and you'll see me chop it up one by one. And as y'all may know from my other cooking video, we gotta break out and dance, okay? If you're not dancing, then you're not cooking it properly.
Turn this one up.
Hi, how are you?
I got my supplies out, the vibe is set, good vibes, must require good wine. Actually, it wasn't that great, that's why I had the shot of vodka there too, but anyway. So word to Auntie Tabitha, alright, for this magnificent cutting board. Cut it your way because it's your business. And y'all know me, I'm gonna go ahead and follow them instructions. Nah, I'm playing, I got a smaller one. Very obviously not happy about it, but let's get to it. So as I was prepping, I was thinking of other fishy things like nori, so I grabbed that too. And now we're starting to crack open our first main ingredient, which is the chickpeas. I first rinse this out. I want to keep this part in because some people don't know to rinse your beans. The preservatives to keep it canned is not good to ingest, so make sure you rinse that off. I do it 2 to 3 times until the water's clear. Excuse my nose harassing, but this is my first time using Heart of Home, and it smells alarming. But it smelled alarming because it's a vegetable and it's giving fish, so I guess it's perfect for this. So I had never seen it before. I'm trying to show y'all. There was actually a heart shape in one of the Heart of Palm, so I was trying to show y'all up close, but I couldn't get the angle right. What have I got? Like, yo, I wish I could describe what this smelled like. So to get more information, I decided to taste it, but that just wasn't one of my best ideas. I mean, the texture alone, like, concerning. I'm concerned, I'm confused, I'm unsure. The sheer amount of uncertainty. Anyway, I was like, well, let me just put it in. So I proceed to chop up the rest of those and throw that into my blender cup along with my chickpeas and a few other things like a little bit of white onion, mushroom, garlic, and I think some pieces of nori as well, which is seaweed for anyone who doesn't know. It's just the sheet version of seaweed. Huh? Anyway, enjoy this copyright-free Japanese R&B as I finish cutting up everything else. So once that was all stuffed in there, I also threw in some capers. I read in the recipe that will help with the fish taste, to be able to kind of imitate a real tuna salad. Threw in some garlic as well, and then I topped it with some heavy whipping cream to aid in the blending process, but also to make it creamy without just it being a mayo base. My blender did not want to reach everything to the bottom, so I had to go ahead and roast it, take the top off, and stab it a little bit because it just needs to know who's boss. But upon doing so, I stumbled upon something very delicious. Had your girl cussing it was good. And I'm like, this isn't even fully blended yet, so I'm for sure excited. So I scooped some off the top and added that to the rest of my chickpeas and mushrooms because I do want a chunky texture once we're all finished. So once I got my life back on track and cleared enough off the top, I went ahead and added in the typical tuna salad ingredients. So I put in some sweet relish, I put in a little mayo and some Dijon mustard, and I also threw in some dill to continue to add a few fresh elements as well into the mix. And then I topped that off with the other ingredients that I'd been using, the heavy whipping cream and some more heart of palm. And after adding a couple more capers as well, I wanted to start incorporating my other fresh ingredients. So I chopped down some celery and threw that in the mix before putting it back on the blender. And so at this point, the base is done. I think I'm finished whipping it up in the blender. I had to get a taste. After tasting it earlier on accident, I just wanted to see what it was hitting for, and it was right on track. Before I add the rest of my fresh and chunky ingredients, I go ahead and season that base so we can continue that proper flavor profile. What I used, couldn't tell you, this is not a tutorial. I just let the ancestors do their work. But one thing I will put you all on to is this truff seasoning. This is the holy grail. Just understand that. And I only had a crumb left. I had to use it. So now that the creamy base is properly seasoned, I'm going to cut up the other chunky ingredients. This is the rest of my celery. This is a white onion. I added also a little bit of tomato. I love cilantro. I also threw in a little cilantro. Where the pops, it was fresh cilantro from his garden, so I had to throw a little bit of that in there. And I also had these small sweet, not too sweet, but these baby peppers, different colors. I had the red, orange, and yellow. So I cut up a couple of those as well to throw in there. And anytime that I had tuna salad before, I always loved the red onion element. So I threw a little bit of that in there too, along with saving a couple slices to the side to put on my sandwich for later. And as I'm prepping my sandwich elements, I brought my avocado out and I thought, why not just throw a little bit of that in there too? So I sliced that up for my sandwich, but I saved some aside to put into the mix itself. I pulled out my sprouts as another topping, and then I had to slice up this fresh multi-grain bread. Oh, this was the best bread to have this sandwich on. Threw that into my air fryer to toast, and then I cut up some more dill and a couple more fishy elements, like some chunks of the heart of palm and some nori as well. And then I finish up with a couple more topping elements. That's my lettuce and tomato. And then we are on to mixing up the rest of our tuna salad. Before I mix everything up, I throw everything in. So that's my capers, that's a little bit more relish, and then I'm throwing in all of those elements that I just previously chopped up. Like, ooh, pretty colors. Then I mashed my avocado and mixed everything up well. Ta-da! Vanna White that thing. Also, I have a toaster, right? But I just love my bread in the air fryer because when you put it on the bake function, it just... Anyway, just trust me. Go ahead and start constructing this sandwich. I let the mix sit in the fridge for the rest of the time that my bread was toasting. I put that on one slice, threw on my lettuce and tomato and onion. Completely forgot about those sprouts. Threw in my avocado and mashed that on the other side. Seasoned that up.
Let me add a little bit of spice.
Because we season everything around here. put it together, and look at that. Beautiful, right? I wanted to be official like the butcher shops and the delis, so I wrapped it up in a paper, just like the featured video as well did. They wrapped theirs up in paper too. Everything was trying to fall out, and I was like, no, I need you to sit still and be satisfied. I got it in, cut it up, and boy, oh boy, like, ready to smash. Alright, I don't even know how to attack this. You should let me love you. Let me be the one to thing you want and need. Baby, you smooth section. Make me your selection. Alright. Got a little bit of spice. Yeah. Oh, it's so fresh. Yeah, this is definitely in the regular rotation now. You see the sweat on the forehead? I worked for this. It was so worth it. I was supposed to sit down and eat this. See, I ate right here. I'm not even concerned about being neat right now. So as you can see with my lack of concern with my big baggery, like, I could not make this up, all right? In a second, I'm about to collect crumbs off this plate. Like, this was good. So let me know if you tried this out. Put it in the comments below. Glad I could record this process for you. So if you have any questions, also let me know. Otherwise, that's it. Have a blessed one. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.